Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Void Fox, and welcome to 10 minutes of Absolute Drift. This is a racing game about becoming a master at the art of drifting. I'm gonna have a little, just want to say one thing. This game is extremely difficult. At least it is for me. It's got a super steep learning curve. But you really, if you stick with it, you'll get better. And I had to put about 2-3 hours into this game before I even got a handle on the handling of the car and the controls. Anyway, let's just jump right in. I'm gonna go ahead and show off a few different aspects of this game, the different modes and things like that, at least as much as I can within 10 minutes. This is in no way a review. This is merely just a sort of preview of gameplay. So yeah, let's get started. Sort of the free roam. You can sort of look at this part of the game as a multi-stage tutorial. And it's not to say that it's just a tutorial, but it will indeed get you familiar with the controls and the types of maneuvers and drifting you can do with your vehicle. The events is really, in my opinion, where the bulk of this game exists. And out of those two, those are pretty much your only two modes. Then you have your garage. You play through the free roam in order to unlock different cars, like you have here. And then you can select the car that you like, and then you can give it a paint job. I went ahead and went with yellow because why not? And then you can add sort of a texture on top of that. And they have various, a few different textures you can apply. I'm just going to go with a sort of blank yellow car, Das Whip. So I'm going to show you the events part as much as I can. You have three types of events: drift track, a drift katana, I think it's called, drift kana, and then of course the mountain drift, which is sort of a linear from start to finish kind of not obstacle course, a drift course. So I'm going to go ahead and show you one of each if I can. We'll try maybe this guy here. You have various tracks, I think about 5 each. Each of these tracks have leaderboards associated to them. This one, apparently I made it to the top 10%, scoring just over 1 million points, which took me hours to do. So I can't guarantee you I'm going to do very well again, primarily because I'm just jumping into this after not playing this track for a while. But I'll try to do a little bit better than as if I just started, and I'm already failing. So the game rewards you, obviously, for drifting. Hold on, let me restart, guys. Let me just restart. The game rewards you for drifting, speed of drift, and how close you can drift around obstacles. Primarily these cones here, these whatever they're called. Wow, talking and drifting is not easy. I'll tell you that much right now. I promise you, I was actually pretty good at this game. I'm going to keep going because I just want to show you the game. Yeah, so if I don't talk for certain parts, that's because I am really trying to concentrate. So I am playing with a controller. It plays really well. It handles really well. Oh, wow, I am just atrocious at this. Mind you, this is my first time jumping in after not playing this game for a while. So you can't blame me. There we go. Now I'm trying to get into the groove of things. Just want to go ahead and try to whip around this. Basically what you're trying to do is chain points. There we go. And you can try to... There you go. There we go. Now I missed that cone there. So not very good. And of course, the more points you can chain together, like the more drifts you can chain together, the more points you'll have at the end of the race. Big drift. Now, of course, I would much prefer to be closer to the cones there when I was doing that, but whatever. What can you do, right? Oh no, I hit the wall. If you hit the wall, you lose your chain, which is bad. So I could have done all right there. So this kind of track, this mode, puts you in 3 laps around a track, of which you try to accumulate as much points as you can, and yeah, and then you're put on the leaderboard, and it shows you at what point you were on the leaderboard. Yeah, this game's got an insane EVE Online-like learning curve. I'm just going to say that right now. The controls to a beginner. Now, I made 500,000 points. Not bad for not playing this track in a few hours. Yeah, the controls to a noob, a complete noob, like just starting the game, you're gonna feel like you're playing on ice. That's what it feels like. Like your tires are soaked in vegetable oil. It's insane. Okay, so let's go ahead to a Driftcana track. I haven't really done much of this, primarily because I like the tracks and the mountain ones better. This will be my first time doing it. This is basically an obstacle type course where you have a limited amount of time in which you need to rack up as much points as possible. So you do that by doing donuts around certain objects, like this one here. I am trying to get going here. Oh man, I am not doing it. And this is why I don't do these tracks, because I am absolutely horrible at this stuff. So here you got to spin inside. I think you got to hit your there we go. You have to hit your handbrake in order to get that spin going. There we go. So we got points there. And again, there's chaining involved in this as well. So you want to hurry up and try to get more points before you lose your chain. And that's what those blocks there will sometimes help you with. So we're going to try to spin in here as much as we can. Uh-oh, we spun out. Come on, baby. Oh, we lost our chain. Yeah, and this is my least favorite mode. I really don't like doing these, primarily because I'm really, really bad at them. Like, really bad. I much prefer the racetracks, honestly. Let's see if I can just do a proper donut here. There we go, that's better. And then, of course, you're going to go over here, chain it to use one of those to help chain. Don't hit the wall like I just did. Try to donut around here. That's a little bit better, I'd say, but I have to get closer in order for it to count. Oh, gosh. I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst. Anyway, I think you guys get an idea of this. We'll finish this off. There's only a few more seconds left. 20 seconds left in this track. I can't donut with my life depended on it. There we go. I'm going to go into these here. Oh, geez. Anyway, I hate this mode. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Ah! It's the most frustrating thing for me, but some of you out there may really, really like it. Those who kind of like these types of challenges. Not for me. I find a lot of satisfaction, however, in this game's track modes, which for the price of admission, in my opinion, is worth it. So that's Driftcana. I personally hate them, but some of you may love them. I like that they're in the game. I appreciate they're in the game. So let's move on to the mountain drift. So the drift track and the mountain drift, those are my two favorite modes in this game. I have a hell of a time, a great time in these. Let's go in one I haven't done before, just because why not show you how horrible I really am. But what I like about this game is, although, you know, if you're easily frustrated, I would be very careful with this game. Take it in small bursts. But, you know, if you're one that likes a challenge, there is a certain level of satisfaction and, you know, a certain level of satisfaction of nailing a drift track from start to finish, you know, because you have your leaderboard scores, and you also have your own score to sort of compare to. Again, talking and playing this game for me is very difficult, I'll say that much right now. But, yeah, there's a certain level of satisfaction of just getting a little bit better each time. And if you stick with it, it will happen. I promise you that. You'll get a handle of the car, how it handles, how it glides, how much gas you should be applying, you know, when you should handbrake, when you should tap the brake. And it's all analog control. So if you're using the controller, pulling the trigger halfway, for instance, is only putting half the amount of pressure on the gas pedal and whatnot. So there really is, this game is really about patience and control. So you don't want to always gun it. At least I don't think you do. Right? I put a lot of gas when I do those type of drifts right there, but then I let off the gas when I come around the corners towards the cones. So you can see, now that I'm taking a little bit more time, I'm starting to rack up a bit more points because of it. I gotta get a drift in here to keep my counter up. And once you get good at this track, you will be drifting around each one of those corners and then falling into another drift. Oh, that one's counted. Nice. So I'm getting a little better this round. This is only my second time on this track. No, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. No, no, no. Oh, wow, that was close. I could have lost my my multiplier. Oh, there I lost it. So that is an unfortunate end to an otherwise decent run, considering that's my second time on this track. So this is a mountain track, and I'm in the top 45%. That puts me at a global rank of 419. Not great. I want to be in the top 10%. That's how I gauge how well I've been doing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been 10 minutes of absolute drift, and it is, I mean, first impressions wise, it's a lot of fun. It's frustrating as hell. You feel like you're on ice and your tires are dipped in oil. But once you figure it out, once you get a handle on the way your car handles, I guess is the best way to say it, then all of a sudden, it's got this really, really, really rewarding feeling about it. Like, I just feel so good. Like, when I hit, let's see, let me hit finish here. When I made it, and I broke 1 million, it was on, I think it was on this track. Yes, it was on this track. Global rank 261, not amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact is, I'm still in the top 10%. And when I finally hit over 1 million points on this track, when I was consistently hitting 200,000 and 300,000 and 400,000, all of a sudden it just clicked. After like a half hour of practicing the track, it just clicked and I started performing a lot better. And man, was it ever satisfying and rewarding to nail a really good run. And that's why I prefer, personally, the track versions of in this game, like the drift track and the mountain drift. Those are my two favorite modes. And I would really like to see the developer expand on this, like maybe add more tracks or possibly a track editor where people can upload to Steam Workshop. That would be incredible as well. And then we can have leaderboards on user-generated tracks. Anyway, guys, this has been Void Fox. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please, please, please feel free to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, all that great stuff. And I will see you next time.